Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Wisconsin Badgers, Barry Alvarez Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will kick it away to start us off. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The boot's shaking underneath us, guys. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Running through contact. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't. And it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
On target to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught near the sideline, it's Murphy. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Fowler. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws, keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That's caught. It's Murphy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run the counter. Just trucks through it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Scrambling away. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Catch in the middle, it's Clements. Oh, the ball squirts out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking for space to the left. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Gets rid of it. He looks that one in nicely.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. 4th and short now. Let's see what they do.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Lawrence. Still looking on the move. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Badger! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points winning on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Throws to the tight end. Rolls it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit.
Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. Just not able to be on the same page, though.
To the air, it's Lawrence. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense with the scoop and score. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and and it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
In a world of trouble and not making it any better. And down he goes. A terrible sack taken by this quarterback. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He unleashes a long one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Second and very short here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the misfire, now on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Tempo and overdrive. Shotgun snap on third down. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. He's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And going to the run is going to backfire as the clock runs out here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll give it to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Clements. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
Gonna run it. It's Fowler. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. It's Lawrence. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He'll try to get it through the air. Moving away from pressure. Caught close to the marker. It's Parker.
And had they not picked up that 1st down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back, knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. They get to him as he throws. Fires into traffic, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll leave it with him. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pulls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, he avoided the negative play and sack.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is your job. O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got rid of it just in time. And it's incomplete on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. To get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
The official says no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Complete to the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now they'll run the draw. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field and jump around a bit. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Almost took that one all the way back.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Trying to get to him. And the timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Dances away from the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Murphy. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Snap in the shotgun. Got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Trying to pound it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. This is caught for a touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. So after the touchdown, they'll try to use this 2-point conversion and get this game to within a field goal. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
The Ducks will try to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll try the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's going to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down now after the sack. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a lift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a hit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Try to get it on the ground.